Hey guys, this is Ken with Coldwater Strong. Today I want to talk a little bit about our sockeye leaders here that we have at Coldwater Strong. Now, I changed the labeling a little bit because this leader is actually multi-use for many other species out there. Primarily, we made these sockeye leaders that you can actually cast. So they are 4 foot long in length, and then they have two T's right here, as you can see. The spread on the T's are 30 inches apart. We did make our last version a little bit wider. I think it was around, basically 3.5, 4 feet. And we were finding out that that upper T wasn't catching as much fish as the lower one. So we took the upper T and moved it down to 30 inches. And I think we hit the sweet spot with that for sockeye. So there's many ways of fishing the sockeye line. You can fish this off the bank. You can cast it off, and normally the sockeyes are running really close to the bank, and you can cast these out here. You can attach any type from 2, 3 ounce, 4 ounces of pyramid weight on the bottom, cast out there depending on the tide and how much current you have. Then you could use the right appropriate weight on there. And nice dual snap on there to hold everything on. We left a little bit of room here so it doesn't pinch the line when the fish actually pulls on it. And on the top you would basically just attach your main line to it. And normally on my main line I like putting a larger dual snap, like a size 5 or a size 4, so that in the end of the day you can actually just take it off and attach your dual snap to your reel and clean everything up and roll everything up and put everything back into the box. But the main purpose of this video is to show you the versatility of these sockeye lines. Now, I've used this for red tail out on the ocean for perch, and we tie up leaders here like this. Now, this example is for sockeye, so what I have here is a 1/0 wide gap hook from Gamagutsu right here, 1/0. Sometimes I'll go with 2s, 1s, it just depends. But for the video's sake, I'm just tying up 1/0 right now. And then I'll have a single hook on one, and I won't have 2 hooks on this. And what I normally do is I run a couple small beads just to keep these size 6 Spanglos actually turning pretty good. So, and I like using a lot of blacks for the summer runs, and for sockeye itself. The other thing, so how do you attach this? Basically, I like to just go ahead and use the size 3 dual snaps, and you just attach it to one of the T's right here, and then you have one with a coon shrimp on there. And then my double hook, because you're allowed only 3 hooks per line going out. So basically then I'll have a double hook on the top or the double hook on the bottom. It doesn't really matter. But if you got good coon shrimp, and there you go. So you have a T here. And like I say, these are only 16 inches long, so they don't touch it. So you can, when you cast this out, it actually lays all back like this, and it doesn't touch the other T. So it doesn't tangle because this swivels 360 degrees all the way around. So once it hits the current will start to pull it and straighten everything out, and then you're fishing. So that's the beauty of this. And the line is 150-pound, really small diameter, high quality mono. It's very strong. My finesse leaders are 120. These are 150. We use 150 specifically for the bank leaders for the sockeye and steelhead lines. Versatility. Well, the other day we went shad fishing, and I did a video on shad fishing out there. Now I have some Simon's. I love these Simon's baby wobblers right here. And what I'll do for shad is I'll go ahead and tie up. This is only a foot of leader, and so this one here, the hooks broke off because I actually hooked onto a Chinook while it was closed up there at the Bonneville, and it broke the hook. But for examples, here we go. Now we're going to be shad fishing, and for you guys that are on the boat, This is a very effective way of doing it. So if you put another Simon Wobbler on there, or any of the jigs, I tie them at a foot long, and you can put or you can even put different combinations. Like I always do that, and this one's a little bit longer. Actually, it's just right. And so I went shad fishing. We put this out. We had 4 rods out. 4 times 2, my friend. That's 2 rigs. So we had a lot of jigs going out. So there you go. Now we got a shad rig going on here. So you can use this right off the back of your boat. You would anchor up, and you don't have to toss this out way far. You just basically set it out. I was running basically around 25 to 30 on the line counter behind the boat, and the shad was biting this, and it was quite amazing to have 2 shads on one line. It's quite the fight. So they fight really good just by themselves. But these are the castable sockeye, steelhead, shad, or even basically surf perch. So you can use this for a lot of different applications out there for these leaders itself. These are available in your local retailers such as Bob's and also Fisherman's Marine Supply. So yep, so this is the sockeye leader, and we revamped it. It's 30 inches. We figured out that a little bit closer to the ground, to the bottom of the river, was going to be better when this is sitting at an angle like this. And from the lead to the first tee is about a foot off the bottom, and boy, we catch a lot of fish off this bottom. Sockeye, steelhead, shad, you name it, and also surf perch. So there you go. Sockeye leaders, steelhead leaders, shad leaders, and also surf perch. It's a very universal leader to have in your arsenal when you're out there fishing. Thank you very much.